Hey, and welcome to my journey. Today's video is a meal prep video, something you haven't seen from me in a while. I don't remember the last meal prep I did, but this is not like anything I've ever done before. This is all brand new because if you're new, I had gastric bypass surgery, and now this week I'm starting on my pureed food stage. So happy to get food. Even if it is pureed, I'm happy to have it. Well, I made 3 different salads. You can call them salads if you want to, in pureed form. I'm going to tell you this. If you're a regular viewer of my videos, you will know what I'm talking about when I tell you that my favorite one is not what I expected. And at the end, when you find out, you'll get it. So what I made today was egg salad. And I said it at the end of the video, but I'll say it now. It stretches really far from the amount of mayonnaise and yogurt you put in it. So if you don't need as much as I made, then scale. I used 5 eggs, so scale down your eggs, 2, 3 eggs, whatever. Gauge it by how much you're going to need for the week. I made ham salad, and then I made chicken salad. So that is what we're going to do today. We are getting ready for our pureed foods. We're going to go a week at it. You can go a week, week and a half. I feel like, knock on wood, the way I've taught, I'm starting early too. I'm starting 2 days early. The nutritionist told another girl, she asked the question, she said, as long as you have tolerated everything and you've not had any issues, no nausea, nothing with the liquids, a couple of days, you're fine. So I'm starting Monday, which is tomorrow. This is Sunday. I want to get everything ready because like I told David, I said, when it's time to eat, I'm not going to stand over there and get the food processor out and start blending and mixing and all this and that. That's not going to happen. It's just like when I meal prepped before. If I'm left to my own devices, it's ugly. I can't afford for it to get ugly in my situation. My stomach can't take it. My stomach can't afford it. So I've got to have something ready. That's why I wanted to do this meal prep. So with all that being said, let's just turn around and get started cooking. The first thing I want to do is get my chicken started. I have 4 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I'm going to give them just a little bit of house seasoning on the top. I'm sorry. And I have water in the bottom. We're going to cook this for, hold on, let me see if I can get this lid on. Be sure and do that. We're going to cook it 10 minutes. Come on there. And then we will let it naturally release for 5 or all the way, depending on what I'm busy doing here in the kitchen. While the chicken's cooking, we're going to cook our eggs. I've already got them started. I just cover them in cold water, give them a few shakes of salt, bring it up to the boil, let it boil 10 minutes, and they're done. Okay, while the chicken's cooking and the eggs are boiling, which you can probably hear them over here, we're going to start on our ham salad. This is just 6 ounces of ham from a ham steak. I threw the package away, and it's got juice in it, so I don't want to get out of the garbage can, but it just comes in a plastic wrap, about yay big. It's just a ham steak. It's fully cooked. Before we put it in the food processor, I want to go ahead and chop it into smaller pieces to help it puree a little bit better. Okay, it's always at a wonky angle with this food processor because it sits so tall in the blender, but I've got my cubed ham in there, if you can see that. I'm just going to process it until it's very chopped up, finely chopped up. Okay, let's look and see what we got. Oh, it's getting there. Can you see that? Let's do a little bit more. Okay. Now to this, we're going to add some mayonnaise. I am using my favorite Duke's. Y'all know how happy I am to be able to use that. So I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons. And just a little bit of dill pickle juice. Okay, let's scrape down the sides. The mayonnaise got hung. Put a little bit more pickle juice in there. Let me give it a little taste, see if it needs any more. Can actually use a little pickle juice. Okay. I am going to call it done. That's as close to baby food as I'm going to get. Okay, we're going to divide these out, but first I want to show you, these are the containers I got. They come like this with all these little multicolored lids. It's an 18-pack baby food containers. They're 2 ounces, so they're perfect. That's the perfect size for a meal. Isn't that something? That's going to be my meal. If you're interested in these for any reason, I will put them in my Amazon store. So, now I will know how many grams of protein each one of these has. Once I find out how many it makes, I will put it through my recipe builder, and then I will know exactly. So, I think that counts as 2. Let's see. Has a little mark on the side. There's 1.5. So I guess 2 is about where I had that one. Okay, so I got 5 ham purees, spreads, whatever you want to call it, out of that 6 ounces of ham. So we will I think next we'll do the eggs because the chicken is still cooking and the eggs just got finished. Now we're going to make our egg salad. I have 5 eggs. This is my favorite little chopper ever. I have it in my Amazon store. You can do so many things with it. Chopping eggs is one of the best things. You can chop nuts. You can just chop anything you want to chop. Chop lettuce. But we want to go ahead and get it cut down a little bit before we put it in the food processor. Okay, let's give it a little bit of salt and pepper. And into the food processor, which you can tell is wet because I just washed it out from the ham salad. We're just going to go one after the other. Okay, here it is. We will process this down a little bit. Oh, as you can see, it's processed pretty good. I like that consistency. Now we're going to add 5 tablespoons of mayonnaise. And remember that is just 1 per egg. They don't tell you to stay away from fat. They tell you to add fat to your food to make it blend easier and to make it taste better. Just don't go overboard because it is calories and it will lay heavy on your stomach. But we're not to stay away from it. And then I'm going to add 5 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. This is the, let's see, the 2%. I know that's a terrible camera angle. And then a splash of vinegar. And a little bit of artificial sweetener, which I'm using the Puree Sweet Complete. Of course, all that would be to taste. I feel like we need to scrape it down. Oh, it smells really good. It smells just like my egg salad. Or a good old deviled egg, one or the other. Let me blend it, then I'll taste it for seasoning. I think we're going to get more than 5 servings out of this. Just needs a little more salt. And a little more sweetener. And, hold on. A little more vinegar. Really good. Okay, let's go over there and dish this up. Okay, what I was saying is I feel like we're going to get a lot more, a lot more than 5. The mayonnaise and yogurt bumped it up. There. How's that? Okay, so I got 6 of the egg salads and this much left. I'm going to just dole it out as I go. I didn't want to use up all my containers because we still have to make chicken salad. So that's what's coming up next. Now we will do our chicken salad. I decided to do 2 chicken thighs because they're kind of small and they're still pretty hot, so I'm going to be careful. I might just pull it apart with my knife. But we want to get it into smaller pieces just like we did the ham and the eggs. This is roughly like half of them. This is roughly 8 ounces of chicken when it was raw, because I had 18 ounces total. I don't know if I told y'all that or not. Okay, now let's put this in the food processor. And we are again going to just chop the chicken by itself. Let's see. Okay, and then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. And 3 tablespoons of our Greek yogurt. And we can add more of either one of them if this does not puree down enough. And then an 1/4 teaspoon celery salt and 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. And of course we will taste it and see if we need to add anything else. I think we need to scrape the sides. I think that is a good consistency. At least it is for me. Let me taste it for seasoning. That's pretty good. I think maybe a little bit more celery salt, about another 1/4 teaspoon, and another 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. And even though, excuse me, I'm going to step in front of you. Even though I salted the chicken when it was cooking, it still needs a little bit now. Perfect. Now let's go package it up. Okay, this is our last little thing here. It's probably more on the soft foods side, but it is pureed. I mean, obviously, it went through a food processor. I pureed it. But I think that's as far down as I'm willing to take it. It's like David was saying, it's a texture thing with him. I'm like, yeah, same. I just don't know about that whole liquid chicken. But this is delicious. I know. Who'd have thought? Okay, here is our chicken. And I am about to blow your mind. Out of the three, the one I thought was going to be my favorite and the one I thought was going to be my worst are not. The chicken is my favorite. I know. What did I tell you? You will never catch me pureeing no chicken. No, I won't. Well, yes, I did, and it's good. It is just a good chicken spread, like something you might put on a cracker or even a sandwich. It's that good. Even if you don't have to eat pureed food, I would make this if I didn't have to. That's how good it is. Now, hold on and we will see everything we got together. Okay, here it is. I have 6 2-ounce containers of ham salad or spread. Now, all the amounts of protein will be on the screen. I have for 5, did I call that 6? I have 5 hams. I have 5 chickens. And then I have a whole bunch of eggs. I wouldn't have thought that it would have spread that far. I should have, for my purposes, for how many I need, I probably should have done maybe 3 eggs. So if you were to do this, I would determine how much you need and see that it's going to stretch a whole lot further than I thought it was going to. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a little bit in here. I had 2 more of these containers, so I took, this is like maybe 1 more container's worth, and went ahead and filled them up. So this is my very first and should be my only pureed meal prep. So hope you enjoyed this video. I hope if you are on the same journey that I am on, that this helps you if you are at that stage or gonna get to that stage one day. And so that will do it for me today. I hope everybody's having a good weekend, and I will see you in my next video.